Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, August 29th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is my holiness is always helping me into balance. And balance happens in such interesting ways. Sometimes balance happens because we are centered and just able to hold that energy, kind of like yesterday we talked about being the tree and rooting in. And sometimes balance happens because we stretch ourselves so far and we stretch our arms out, and the stretching energy helps us balance. Today may be one of those kind of stretching days. It's not bad. It's not bad energy, but the energy that is happening is square energy, and it's squaring the mutable signs. Mutable signs being squared brings us to crossroads, a place of change. It can make us confused. And we may find in the changeable, confused energy that we're like, and I could go this way, and I could go this way, and I could go this way, and I could go this way. And there is some stretching ourselves. And I do encourage, even as we stretch, to come back into the heart to help us work with this energy and recognize your holiness, your wholeness, this essence, your soul shine within you will always help keep you balanced in and through this energy. So we have the sun square the moon. So we have the sun in Virgo squaring the moon in Sagittarius. So moon in Sagittarius is full of the big bright ideas like let's do this or let's do this or let's do this. And Virgo's like we have to do things in an orderly manner. So you may have the excitement of all it is that you want to do coming against the necessity to do things in a timely, orderly manner. Because I am a Sagittarius. If I had the stress card, I would show you. I do that so often where I'm like, I will do all these things at once. But, you know, in order to find the balance, it's not always best to walk the monkey on while you're riding on a ball while juggling fire and blowing a horn, if you've seen that card. So we have to find our balance in and through this. We must get centered. What is your goal? What are you working towards? Well, the first and foremost goal right now is working into our wholeness and finding that. So find that space first. Get centered, get balanced in your wholeness. This is one of my favorite cards for balance, so I love having this. The next goal, well, what have been your intentions that you've been setting with this new moon, and how are you working in and towards them? Again, when we come into these square energies, we come into crossroads, and this message is definitely coming based on the cards I have and based on the energy. We have a lot of mind energy. The mutable signs, they're definitely the philosophers. They're like, oh, what have I learned here? And 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 we bring it all together, which can bring great insight and can bring confusion if we get into the mind energy. And sometimes through that confusion, we find we want to forsake what we've been working into. And what I'm getting so strongly from the cards, what it is you want is coming. This is the King of Pentacles. Your dreams are coming true. The things are coming. But it is about a journey. There is a journey to get to where you want. Do not let your impatience and the mind games that come up stop you from reaching that point. It's just not here yet. It has not fully manifested yet. But in this mental confusion energy, with these squares coming up, feeling this resistance, you may let your impatience be the biggest block to coming into this energy that you do want to come into your full wholeness, into your sharing, into your light, and into your union within yourself, really, into that balance, wholeness within yourself. Part of being whole within yourself is digging into your purpose, your work, why you came here. But it is a journey. Life's a journey, not a destination. That's a line in one of my favorite Aerosmith songs. But it's a true thing. So do not let your impatience, do not let the mind games, I have the mind card in reverse, do not let the mind games get in your way. And like I said, with this strongly mutable day and all these philosophies coming at you from the outside, and then also what you've learned coming at you from the inside, bring you into that state of, at the crossroads, you know, just throw it all up in the air and be like, I can't do it, I'm just done. So don't go into that space. Again, come back into your center, find the wholeness, find the holiness, find that soul essence to help you move forward. I've got a la-la crawling onto my lap right now. She's so cute. Okay, so the other aspect we have today, again, just a mutable square energy. We have the moon in Sagittarius squaring Neptune. Now, this is very interesting. You know, we had Sagittarius. Sagittarius is doing all the squaring today, the moon. The moon is wanting to expand us, but in order to expand us, we're having to explore these things. Now, where I'm tying this one into with Neptune retrograde in Pisces. It is at 13 degrees. It is almost done at 13 degrees. Neptune is retrograding back and moving into 12 degrees. I believe tomorrow. Like, it's right there. It's right on the edge of it. So here we are, that 13-degree energy. That 13-degree energy is the energy of evolution, revolution. It is the energy of shaking stuff up. So the moon in Sagittarius wants to expand. Neptune in Pisces wants us to get into our oneness, the oneness with things. But where we reach this resistance, this square energy, maybe in where we are holding some things from the past that are keeping us from completely moving into our expansion, and that's stopping us, prohibiting us for some way or another from digging into our wholeness, our unity, our oneness within ourselves or even within the world. And what I love, this card pulls it together. I have the Ancestors card, Generations. And I'm going to read some parts of this. You have within you the blood of your ancestors. You're deeply connected to your lineage. The most immediate proof is the physical resemblance that you have to your mother or father or even your grandparents. Beyond that, you are connected to an ancestry that reaches back through millennia. You are the result of the love of millions. Just remember that. This is the time to call upon your ancestors, those who are of your bloodline, as well as ancient ones who have walked the land that you now walk. It is believed in many cultures that the essence of your ancestors inhabits many of the physical aspects of the land. They are in the trees, the water, the air, the animals, the stones. We've been making our way through. We were connecting to the animals. We were connecting to the trees. Now we're connecting to our ancestors in the animals, in the trees, in the stones, in the water. Like, wow, the universe has a path that is walking us right now. Okay, so the animal, the airs, the trees, the stones, their blood being in the very dirt and sand you tread upon. Next time you're outside, allow your senses to open to those ancestors who abide in the physical world. And any time at all, allow your heart to open to those spirits whom you are related through your heredity and to whom you are connected by the virtue of the land upon which you live. Oop, drop the book. Throw down the mic. All right, so with this, what I'm feeling is that some of these issues, some of these things that are causing the impatience, that's causing the blocks, that's causing the resistance, they may not even be consciously yours. Connecting into your ancestors. I ask my dad for help all the time. When things get tough, he starts sending me feathers. The other week, I literally got 20 feathers. After not having gotten any feathers for a while, and every time I walked outside, feather, feather, feather. They're looking after us. There are energies in the spiritual realm who really do care about us and who want to help us succeed. And in coming into your balance, in coming into knowing your wholeness, you have to know the parts of them that are working with you and working in you, and where maybe some of their resistances you are still holding on to. So my feeling is the resistance that is coming through today is beautiful because it's going to just show you where you still have work to do on your own resistance. After all, that's what so much of the work is recognizing where we're resisting, because the path is laid out for us. The things we want to manifest is already laid out for us, and yet it's our own resistance, our own things that really keep us from that. So in this resistance today, we can find the answers, and then instead of pushing against it, we can work with it and come into that balance, come into that wholeness. I think it's beautiful. And I think that's it for today. So book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal chart, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.